Prince Harry made big mistake. Courices denounces the Duke as a long-time addict, so disgusting. American anchor Katie Couric has claimed that Prince Harry stunk of cigarettes and booze when she met him during his wild partying days. Famous US TV host Katie Couric has reflected on meeting Prince Harry, 37, in his younger days. The American anchor 64, lifts the lid on interviewing the Duke of Sussex in her new memoir Going There, and she does not paint the husband of Meghan Markle in the best light as she looks back on what she dubs as his wild oats sowing phase. Katie, who interviewed the son of Prince Charles and the late Princess Diana back in 2014, claims in her book that when she met Harry at a polo match in Brazil that the stench of cigarettes and booze was hard to miss, and adds that the scent seemed to ooze from every pore in his body, Mail Online report. In May, Prince Harry shared that he used alcohol and drugs as a method to cope with his failing mental health because of his mother's death. The Duke of Sussex candidly opened up to Oprah Winfrey during Apple TV series The Me You Can't See. The father of two admitted that he was willing to take drugs while struggling to process the death of Princess Diana and confessed that he was trying to mask something. Harry told Oprah, "I was willing to drink, I was willing to take drugs. I was willing to do the things that made me feel less like I was feeling. But I slowly became aware that, okay, I wasn't drinking Monday to Friday but I would probably drink a week's worth in one day on a Friday or a Saturday night. And I would find myself drinking not because I was enjoying it but because I was trying to mask something." Harry described how the ages of 28 to 32 were a nightmare part of his life. But, he revealed that he has since taken wife Meghan's advice and sought therapy to help him with his mental well-being. He revealed that he had previously been told by family members to just play the game and your life will be easier. But he admitted that wasn't for him as he has a hell of a lot of my mum in me. He harrowingly discussed how his long-lasting memory of his mother is one of torment and fear. "Unfortunately when I think about my mum, the first thing that comes to mind is always the same one over and over again," he emotionally admitted. "Strapped in the car, seat belt across with my brother in the car as well and mother driving and being chased by 3, 4, 5 mopeds with paparazzi on. She was always unable to drive because of the tears. There was no protection." He admitted that this scenario was one that happened on a daily basis until Diana died in a car crash in 1997. After 4 decades as a TV host, Katie Couric is releasing a memoir full of anecdotes that some of her celebrity guests would have preferred to keep private. In Going There, the 64-year-old presenter reveals odd details on her industry, her own private life, her colleagues, and even Prince Harry. Back in 2012, the royal was still the eligible bachelor who loved to party and was invited by Couric for an interview for ABC News. The TV host wanted to interview him on his tour throughout the Commonwealth celebrating his grandmother's 60 years of reign. The face-to-face interview was then filmed in Brazil after she met him for the first time at a polo match. Within the 500-page book, Couric recalled her encounter with Harry during his wild oats sowing phase. As she met with the prince, she remembered that the smell of cigarettes and alcohol seemed to ooze from every pore of his body, as reported by the Daily Mail. The interview broadcasted on the American channel was largely dedicated to questions on Queen Elizabeth. The Duke of Sussex notably said his grandmother managed to get the monarchy to move with the times. Prince Harry has reportedly stopped smoking since he married Meghan Markle in 2018 on top of adopting a healthier lifestyle. In March 2021, he said losing his mother at such a young age had something to do with his tendency to party too hard in his 20s. "I can safely say that losing my mom at the age of 12 and therefore shutting down all of my emotions for the last 20 years has had a quite serious effect on not only my personal life but also my work as well," Harry wrote in a post in partnership with BetterUp.